Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Utes will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner goes down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
The Utes will hustle to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have the talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to you.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hunter. Pushed down for the tackle. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to run it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have that.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. He'll go to the sneak. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Abrams.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Gators are marching down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there.
Then early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Caught over the middle. It's Washington. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
The end of the first quarter. Florida 7, Utah 3.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just a force-minded quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
The give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The snap sets up the throw. They're trying to get to it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field, just to execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll try the run. They knock him down right there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're playing a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job on the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
On third down, going up top. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Leaves it with the back. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
And we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. The running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throwing right. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes his connection. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
On 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And it's no good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st.
Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. This time he's got it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Gators! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out